Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a bench press day. But a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. And I went ahead and ramped up to a fairly heavy single today, and I kind of reached an epiphany with some of this of, my strongest position in theory should be the wide grip. But I've been joking and saying that even if my wide grip goes up, my close grip will probably go up too. So I went ahead and did this, and actually this felt decent. 295 wasn't a true max, but the bar did slow down. And the thing I noticed as I started doing the rep work, because I wanted to do 10 sets of 5 afterwards instead of 10 by 10, one of the things I noticed is, you do feel that little bit of shoulder in here. And it's not bad, but I do realize as I'm doing it, it'll probably build a little more chest. But it may be some inflammation on the shoulder. So I do need to think about that and, weigh out the fact that I could go to close grip also if I wanted. Right? I could go close grip if I wanted. I've been strongest close grip, and it's not like I wasn't progressing before that other shoulder issue on the close grip. I mean, I was up to, if we go in kilos, 160 kilos on a close grip. Right? We were getting up pretty respectable. So, the thing I noticed though as I did this is, yes, I feel a lot of the pec. I feel that stretch on the pec. But I notice how much lateral tricep I feel, especially even on this rep work. I'm like, my triceps are getting pumped super hard. Mainly just the lateral head, which makes sense. The lateral head is the one that really hypertrophies in the studies from benching. Meaning when it's been compared, it actually, the lateral head grows more from the bench press than single joint movements make it grow, right? Tricep extensions do not grow the lateral head as much as the bench does in the studies that have looked at it. They grow the other heads more. Gives you more balanced triceps. But that doesn't mean less tricep, obviously, because the long head's probably the biggest, not the lateral. But, I got about 6 sets in, and I did notice, doesn't hurt my shoulder, but I do feel that, what's the word I'm looking for? Definitely that fatigue down in the joint, with the wide grip. So I said, let me go ahead, and because it still works pecs and triceps, did the last 4 sets of the 10 sets, the same weight with close grip. And here's the thing I noticed, just again, how much more power I feel. I haven't been close gripping lately. I've been wide gripping and slowly working more tricep work in. And I'm going to have to toy with this fact of, do I want to keep doing this really wide grip? Because I'm so much slower with it. All right, I've noticed the bar speeds are slower, mainly off the chest. And that's the thing we always say, with a wide grip bench. If you can get it off your chest, you're good. But, given that they made me pause 30 seconds and then I missed a lift 4 inches off the chest on my third attempt doing this, I do question if maybe close grip's the way to go. I was doing so much better with it before I got hurt. We can argue hypotheticals all we want about muscle mass, but at the end of the day, close grip still builds pecs. I mean, look at my guys like Brett, who only close grip. He still has big pecs. Right? I could always alternate in dumbbell presses if I needed to, so I'm going to think on it. I already going to do the programming the same that I'm doing here. I like this programming, which is going to be, again, do a heavy single, do like 10 by 10 or 10 by 5. And then do extensions afterwards and focus on building the full tricep with extensions. But the thing is, even this first one, I had no warm up and it felt a little off. I got to the second set of close grip using the same weight and it just exploded so much faster as soon as I got in my groove. I just feel like so much more power, right? Look how much more bar speed I easily get. The lockout gets hardest, right? The lockout gets hardest. But, we could look at that and say, well, would extra tricep work help there? And full tricep work, even the stuff where I get the stretch reflex, because if we fire harder out of the bottom, right, from the stretch work, we still have a better chance of getting that lockout. If we can just get enough speed, then I could look at stuff like, would dumbbell presses help with the lockout? On a close grip, right? Would more close grip work help with it? Because usually the lockout is what gets me on close grip. So my option here would be, if I go that route, just overdevelop my triceps, which I'm already going to need to do. If I got my triceps bigger, even that that 352 pound, which is 160 kilos. Close grip I originally got would really not even be a max anymore if I just get the triceps bigger, because it even slowed a little near the lockout and moves fast off the chest. And I think a big part of that, a lot of people say that with me, like, why, no matter what you do? And I think it's because my lats get so big. My lats really seem to let me fire hard out of the bottom on a closer grip. And that's really what I've noticed. It's really what I've noticed. But in this case, benching for me would be all about triceps. And we're not saying pecs don't matter. We're just saying that when you go look at the data, that on a close grip benching, the triceps just are used more and more and more. So if that's the case, then, close grip benching, lots of extensions, maybe dumbbell presses would build it up. But we ended up really only doing, 3 exercises today. I wanted to do curls, but then I came to the realization I'm just now getting used to doing chins again. I'm doing the chins pretty much every day. A lot of volume on chin-ups. My biceps are pretty fatigued all the time right now. I'm going to have to slowly work curls back in. Now, here's the thing. Will those chins and will the curls help me on the close grip? I think they will. Again, pop out of the bottom. That cushion coming out of the bottom. So if I just build my arms up in general, that will go up also. So, today was pretty simple, though. We did our heavy single with an ultra wide grip near the limits of meat legal, like real close to the limits. 6 sets of 5 using it, and then 4 sets of 5 with the same weight on close grip. But that's the thing that still was interesting to me. I should be the most fatigued at that point, yet I had the best bar speeds, which means I just flat get more power when I close grip, even when fatigued. Now, and I felt the triceps even more. That was the other thing, because again, I'm very acutely aware of what I feel with muscles. I felt all that lateral head and pec, right, on the wider grip. The closer grip, I still felt pec, felt a little more front delt, and I felt more of the tricep working. Like I felt the medial head and stuff kicking in too. So I think the thing here is going to be, I may mess with next week. We'll see how some close grip feels. I'll think on it. And in the meantime, keep doing the tricep work like this. Get those triceps big. And the chins may help with that long head too from the stretch, the additional stretch overload there. But the other thing is, notice that I do these full extensions for the full range of motion of the tricep. They also have a pullover effect. What does that mean? Rear delts, pecs get worked, right? So this is still actually a bigger multi-joint exercise, right? This is not a single joint movement. It's a multi-joint exercise that works all 3 heads of the tricep thoroughly, but also involves pec. It also involves your deltoid, right? They're all involved. But we did 6 sets of 10 on this. Notice I got a new bar. It's a little heavier. 18-pound bar. I got a new one that rolls freer to make these easier. I went ahead and got it this week because the other one was a piece of crap, since I'm going to do these with this bar because it's the most comfortable. So yeah, really a whole lot of tricep work today. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.